Tonight, we find our Tarheel traveler west in Hendersonville.
Scott Mason tells the quirky story of 3 North Carolina presidents memorialized in bronze.
Hendersonville, USA, a city that parallels the nation's history, back when the nation was in pieces.
Everyone was quite surprised that it came in multiple crates and everything had basically been chopped up.
These men, U.S. presidents, chopped up?
Kind of a Godfather thing. You had the horse's head in this one, and you had this president's head in this one, and arms and different parts like that.
Andrew Jackson, Andrew Johnson, James K. Polk.
So these 3 gentlemen were born in North Carolina and later became president.
Presidents North Carolina gave the nation is the statue's name, and the imposing trio is doubly impressive.
Finally, in 1948, they had the statue.
At the state capitol in Raleigh, a beautiful bronze statue and a ceremonious dedication.
President Truman came and spoke along with other dignitaries, and so the statue has resided in Raleigh ever since.
But what about this statue?
This is actually the plaster model of the statue that was built. So this is how they tweaked it. They figured out where they needed to add lines and detail and everything.
Once the tweakers had the model perfectly cast, well, they planned to toss the model in the trash.
Local historian Sadie Patton decided, why not Hendersonville?
Sadie Patton petitioned the statue sculptors in Rhode Island.
And eventually they said, sure, we'll send them down there. If you come and get them, they can be yours.
Hendersonville sent a truck to go and get them. But when the truck returned, the city and Sadie learned the presidents were in pieces.
So at first they didn't think they could get it back together, but luckily a local sculptor stepped forward and said, I can put this back together.
He saved the presidents, Jackson, Johnson, Polk. Presidents North Carolina gave the nation.
People still come in. They'll say, I've got my grandkids here. Where's the statue?
The statue is in the lobby of Hendersonville City Hall, and the statue is in Raleigh on the state capitol ground.
I think it represents a lot of history for our country. History comes from all sources. But to know about something like this is something that, we should really take pride in.
The statue in Hendersonville had originally resided on the 2nd floor of City Hall, but in 2003, City Hall was renovated and the presidents dismantled yet again. But now, finally, their heads and arms and legs are probably permanently in one piece.